Hello and welcome to another BWhacker review. Today we are going to be taking a look at Josh Berry's Dex Imaging All-Star Race Throwback from 2025. So we take a look at the box. Once again, you have the awesome Wood Brothers 75th Anniversary box. Got Wood Brothers 75 years on the front. Josh Berry, Wood Brothers 75 years. Render the car right there. Standard finish. Wood Brothers 75. Made total 504 of these things. Standard finish. Wood Brothers 75. Wood Brothers 75. Register your car at Lano Garage, and you of course have your copyright and such on the bottom of the box. Here is the car itself. Now this one is of course a throwback to Michael Waltrip's All-Star Race winning car from 1996 with the Wood Brothers, back when it was still called the Winston. Michael Waltrip did win a race before that 2001 Daytona 500. It was just the All-Star Race, or, back when it was called the Winston Select. You can see that they made this diecast specifically because he won it. It's a throwback right here, looking back to these little tiny itty-bitty boxes they used to put in the air season. But as you can see, so for their 75th anniversary for the All-Star Race, they brought back the paint scheme. That is really cool. I love when teams do fun stuff like this, and it was fun that Dex Imaging got involved in the throwback game for the 75th anniversary of the Wood Brothers. Obviously, all the other ones were motorcraft cars. Except for they did just kind of stop for some reason halfway through the year. They were running a bunch of cool ones, and then said he won the Cale Yarborough throwback at Michigan in June. And then it just kind of stopped. Like, there was none for the rest of the year. Like, I was expecting, like, oh, maybe we'll do a something for the Southern 500. No. Maybe they'll do, like, the Elliott Sadler car for Bristol. No. Like, okay, maybe there'll be something for, like, the final race of the year. No. This is just, like, I don't know what happened. They didn't even offer that Cale Yarborough car, which is weird because they offered all the rest of them, including this one, and the rest of them got made fine, so why did they just give up why did they not even try to offer the Cale Yarborough? But Michael Waltrip was at this race. He got to be a part of one of the stupidest gimmicks they ever had, where they added, like, the promoter's caution, where it was going to be like the head of like the owner of the track was going to just throw the caution whenever he felt like it, and they instead gave it to Michael Waltrip, where he just like decided to throw the caution just to throw the whole race off. And that was one of the dumbest gimmicks I think they ever put in the All-Star Race, because they always try to put gimmicks to make it more exciting, but they were going to do a like run what you brung kind of thing, where you could just like, the rules were like out the window and you could just do whatever you wanted, which sounds awesome. But of course some of the teams were like, man, you're making us spend money. Especially like, because what was it, Mike Ford? One of them brought it up on like door bumper clear this year. They were thinking of doing that for Dover next year, and like immediately Tommy Baldwin's like crying about spending money to like fix their car. It's like, I don't think you have to worry about Cody Ware being fast in the All-Star Race there, buddy. I don't think Cody Ware is going to even be in the All-Star Race, and I don't think you're going to win the Open or anything, so calm down. Anyways, I really hope they just ignore the teams and actually do that this year, because that could be really fun. It's like, I don't, like, only the big teams are going to spend money anyways, because, like, what makes you think that if you're, like, not, like, Hendrick, Gibbs, Penske, you're going to actually do well anyways? I don't know. Anyways, I'm going off into a tangent. Let's get down to the diecast itself. They did a really good job of recreating it. Nice to see that bright orange color on a Wood Brothers car. That's not a color you see really on Wood Brothers anymore. They're pretty much always white and red nowadays. I do love also that they did try to recreate the Sitco logo on the hood of that one with you have Dex in a different, actually no, that is just the normal Dex font, but you have some colored dots to represent the like colored triangle for the Sitco logo and everything. It's really cool. I wish Lionel would have wrapped the edges a little bit better, because you can see that because the Dark Horse hoods never really sit correctly, you can see a lot of the orange poking through, which does kind of look stupid, but whatever. Anyways, you got Dex Imaging on the hood. You got Ford Mustang number 21. Got Wood Brothers 75 years. Got Dex Imaging on the side. Got Ford Motorcraft and Quick Lane back there. Got Eero and Ford Performance in front of the rear wheel. Got Lincoln Welders on the C-post. Got your one winner sticker from his Las Vegas win. On the B-post, you have Ford, Safety Clean, University of Racing, and Wood Brothers 75 years. Does have the NASCAR Salutes logo right there. Josh Berry's name is actually like different. Does look like it's kind of more in the Michael Waltrip font, but that's nice. On the back, you got Dex imaging, got Ford number 21. Got Dex imaging on the deck lid as well as on the roof. This is number 201. Got the same stuff down the other side as usual. Take a look under the hood. Wants to open, there we go. So you got Dex imaging and powered by Ford under there. There's the engine detail if you want to see that. Obviously no deck lid, the roof flaps of course do open. And there's the inner side of the car if you want to see that. I think this was the only Dex imaging diecast produced for Barry. I think the other one, like the normal one, DNP'd. I think this was the only way to get a Dex imaging car for Josh Berry. But now let's take a look at the original. Here we have Michael Waltrip Sitco Winston Select winner. Because a lot of people do forget that Michael Waltrip does have a win before the 2001 Daytona 500, but because it's not a points race, it really doesn't count. But this was definitely an iconic car back in the 90s. You have Sitco on the hood. You got Ford Thunderbird. Got Wood Brothers 21 Racing Team as well as the number 21 right there. Down the side, you got Sitco and Sitco. You've got Sitco Super Guard. You got Grand Piano and Furniture, Craftsman, DuPont, Bowman, and Sure Tape. Back here, you got Purelator filters. Got Ford and ARP back there. Nothing on the CB posts. It's kind of funny that this is, Winston Select. Winston's on the box, but they didn't put the Winston logo on the diecast. On the back, you got Sitco number 21 and a little tiny Sitco logo. Got Ford down there. Got Sitco Says Go. Disappointed they didn't put Dex Says Go on the deck lid, even though it doesn't make sense. It'd be funny. Got the same stuff down the other side as usual. Take a look under the hood. Got your old school 90s engine detail down there. Does have a Sitco and a Ford logo under the hood. Take a look under the deck lid. You got your typical fuel cell and such back there. Obviously, no roof flaps on these diecasts back there. And there's the inside of the car if you want to see that. Entirely a plastic chassis. So this was back in the early days of action. Cool this diecast exists. And cool that Wood Brothers did a throwback to it. Like I said, I was really get into these Wood Brothers throwbacks. Like I said, I really do hate that they just suddenly stopped for some reason halfway through the year. But I remember this one, like the diecast didn't even go up for a couple weeks. Like I was getting worried they weren't even going to offer this one, but luckily they did. The fact that it has the base MOQ number probably means that somebody bought out some of the run. Maybe Dex Imaging did want some of this, but Dex Imaging has been a fun sponsor. Like I said, they're obviously like Harrison Burton's loyal sponsor. I wasn't even sure if they were going to stick around past that point, but they did. I know that they've sponsored Penske before. They had Harrison Burton, like they're on Blaney's car. They were on like Scott McLaughlin's Indy car and stuff, but like they basically just moved solidly to Harrison Burton and the Wood Brothers the last couple seasons. So once Harrison Burton was leaving, I was wondering if Dex Imaging was going to stick around, but they did. So they had their own paint scheme, and then they had this one. I think they did. I think they still offered the normal one, but I'm pretty sure it fully DNP'd if I remember correctly. But anyways, if you want this card as a brand new release, you can get it right now. I don't think this car is going to like fly off the shelves and get rare or anything, but it is an iconic enough paint scheme that I'm sure some people do want it, so you never know. Remember, for every diecast needs, you can go to circlebdiecast.com, and if you use the code BWhack, you can get $5 off shipping on any order over $30. So go check it out if you want anything. But I think it's pretty much all there is to say. This has been a review of Josh Berry's Dex Imaging All-Star Race Throwback from 2025, as well as Michael Waltrip's Sitco Winston Select winner from 1996. Hope you enjoyed, and thanks for watching.